Hi guys, I just wanted to share with you real quick my latest build. It's a 13.9 foot long Matt Layden hybrid. It's kind of a cross between Paradox and Enigma with a few different changes. He's got a 50-watt solar panel that charges I believe it's a 33 amp deep cycle AGM battery. You can see on the bow, a little bit different than Paradox. It's actually got the same bend as Enigma does on the bottom. Got a little DIY dorade box here. The cone can be turned wherever you need to go with it. And, her windows are Lexan windows. The steering on this one is set up a little different than what Matt's got. One, I like tiller steering for when I'm standing up in the back of the boat, but if you look right here, you can see where I've got the exit tubes. Basically it's got the same type of inside steering that Matt's boat does, but it comes through here, goes through this block here, and then ties onto the tiller handle. And here we got a weighted rudder set up as kick-up style. Standard, the heavy-duty pennels and gudgeons. The sail is basically a setup like Matt's roller furling sails, and where I've got a topping lift on the other side, and then this side here I've got the main halyard, which runs down to this block and then up to a cam cleat, which are mounted on top of the deck, so I can stand up inside the boat and operate the controls. On my previous boat, I had the roller furling set up like Matt did, and that worked out good. But on this one, I just set up a basic, simple lug sail with it's got a set of reef points, and also it's just as easily pulled up and lowered, and I can hand furl the sail around the boom. The hatch is basically a combing style hatch, and it slides forwards on these lines. Just lift it up on the back, slide it forward. The rails keep it from sliding off side to side, and the lines keep it from sliding forward or backward. Right here is where I tie the ULO off to, on the back side of the ULO, and then it comes up to this forward cleat and just goes through a hole here. But I think I'm going to swap this out and put a clamp style here that it can just slide into that pipe clamp. That seems to work pretty good. So let me go ahead and jump inside. Oh, on this back here too, I've got some little what do you call these things here? Those are for a line that runs up and over the tiller, and I have a traveler that rides along that line. And this is the rig for the ULO. Basically, you just slide the ULO through here, tighten the rope down, and holds it in place while you're using it. The trailer, I picked up the trailer. It was just a little jet ski trailer, and I took the tongue off of it and went down and got a piece of 2x3 channel and bolted that up underneath to extend it out. I wanted it a little bit longer. The boat was too long for the jet ski trailer, so I extended that out, and that worked real well. But okay, let me get up inside and I'll show you inside the boat. Okay, so this is inside the boat. Basically, you can see the blocks here on the front. These are for the steering lines. They run alongside this rail here and exit the cabin right there. Back here is the battery, and it's a 35 amp hour deep cycle AGM, and then some storage back in there. I've got some extra anchor rod, life vest, cooking stuff, some propane for the propane torch, a little air horn. But back inside here, basically that's where the master stepped, and we've got some forward storage up there. There's also 100 pounds of sandbags stored up in there, and on each side, on the port and the starboard side, there are some sandbags here, and then same over on this side. This is the traveler for my boom. Got a little fan there. Boy, that thing moves some air too. It's a nice little fan. That bucket there is my portable head. I've got a seat that snaps onto it. It's not on there now. But here's some more storage down underneath these. This setup here is basically the same storage cabinets like I did on the last boat on Southern Cross, except they do not extend all the way forward because I wanted to be able to have some room to put stuff up in there. I also wanted to have room to get past this storage locker on this side to be able to go forward and actually, climb up front and do what I've got to do up there. But back here we've got a removable bench that I've got some bolts here to keep it from sliding forward. It can only slide so far back and forth. Over here's the electrical panel. I've got LEDs mounted up under here. Got some midships and a little bit more towards the bows, same on both sides. Also up in that forward hatch, it's lighted up in there also. And basically for charging everything, I use these cigarette lighter style USB chargers, and I can plug that in and split off here and get two more. But it does have one here on the cabinet. Oops. There's two USB ports right there for charging like my phone and the GPS and whatnot, and then a cigarette lighter port, which right now the fan's plugged into it. But yeah, it works so far really well. I made some homemade curtains for the windows, and they're basically just Velcroed. I can just undo the Velcro and open up the window. But that's kind of nice, because down here in Florida in the summers it's pretty warm inside. So being able to block some of that sun from coming through that Lexan seems to really help. But the whole inside of the boat has been epoxied and laid up with, I believe I've got I believe it's 6-ounce glass on the sides, and then obviously all the chines are glassed in. The entire boat was covered with, on the bottom it's got 24 ounces of glass. On the sides, I believe it's also 24 ounces. And then on the top deck, it is 18 ounces of glass and epoxy. This right here is the ventilation port from the Dorade box. And also running through the Dorade box, I have the lines coming in from the solar panel, and they run back along there through the bulkhead and down to the battery. So, you know, there's still a lot of stuff I want to do to the boat. Oh, I've even got a plug here too. I can take that cowl off of that Dorade box and just stick this in there, and that'll plug it in case we're in, you know, rough weather or rain or whatever, and I don't want water blowing in through. So, but yeah, I still got some stuff that I want to do to it. We're going to take it out next week sometime, and I'll probably shoot a video then just to show you guys how it does. But you know, so far I'm real happy with it. On my last boat, this was open. I had a board that could slide in here, a hatch board, and I eliminated that because I wanted water if it was to flush up over the rear deck. I didn't want it splashing inside the cockpit here, so basically all we have is a Sven Yervin style opening, and yeah, that's how I get in and out and control the boat. I mean, it's a pretty good view. I mean, you could sit right here. I've got plenty of room. And I can control the control lines come back this way. The one on the left is for the topping lift. The one on the right is for the main halyard. And basically, when they come through here, the lines get coiled and usually hung from these rails. And then the line coming back from that front cleat is my basically the forward line. I've also got a rear line here, basically dock lines. But I can stand right here. I can steer the boat from inside or from outside, or if the weather's bad and I've got to close the hatch, I can steer from inside. So that's about it. Just wanted to share that with you guys. Like I say, the next time we get the boat out, I will go ahead and get some video from the water and maybe a little drone footage so you can see how the boat does. But yeah, I'm real happy with it so far. I love the Matt Layden designs, and I really enjoy building them. So, all right, thanks for joining me, guys.